Alright, welcome back. So today we are on my BMW wagon. I've showed in the past us sealing up the valve cover from leaking, misfire on bank 1, bank 2, getting the Disa valve fixed on this one, which ironically I had to fix on my other E46. But the wagon has been suffering some coolant leaks, and we repaired a bunch of them last time when I did the valve cover, along with upper lower hose, expansion tank. We also did the inlet boots, but now I've got to pull the intake manifold. A big repair, because there's some water pipes underneath it that are now leaking. Been leaking for a little while now. Took me a little while to find it, but it's literally under the intake manifold. So I'm going to pull the intake and see if we can get that fixed. Something you want to see? Stay tuned. I already went ahead and pulled the upper cover and this side cover to give me more access over here. Notice that my booster line had come off, so that's something I'm going to have to repair or replace. First thing I'm going to do is get this Disa valve out of the way. Biggest thing with a job like this is just keep your bolts organized. Put a little silicone because that one was used. There is a little hole to check this diaphragm, and it should hold. The one I just changed on my other car was leaking. Gave me lane bank 1, lane bank 2. Hopefully this lower boot is okay, considering I just changed them. Had to buy them from the dealer. Which I don't see. Don't forget the oil ring. The oil O-ring. E47 maybe? Nope. T40 still. Yep. So many vacuum lines and stuff in the way. But you got to remember where everything goes. We'll clean out this IAC motor, idle air control IAC. Just going to give us room under the intake. Oh, don't fall. Air control, nice and smooth. Now we'll get the throttle body out of here. Throttle body. Nice and clean. A little dirty on the backside. We'll get that cleaned up as well. Now there's a big bolt for the intake manifold down here. Is it an 18? $16mm. Now we got to unplug the injectors. And just snap all these back on so you don't lose them. Get that out of the way. connectors. Man, the tips are just filthy. Our water leak is right here where this zip tie is, and you can see normally they corrode out up here where they bolt to the block, but this one is literally right here. So I'm gonna get this connection undone. We're gonna get both these pipes changed out. I wonder why. I mean, they have a zip tie for these harnesses on both. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same, but we're gonna get these pipes changed out. Pull the whole intake to do that repair. All right, welcome back. So went ahead and I carry parts, and I've showed this before, FCP Euro, for my BMWs, because I'm always having one. This I think we're gonna need. I think this is throttle body gasket, but I have the intake gaskets, water lines, the CCV system, which is the crank ventilation CVC system. Let's see, which is this. We're gonna have to get that put on. Don't need that water line right now. That's a water line, heater hose, CCV system, CCV system. Oh, this might be the one that I need. The CCV, and then a water line, and then intake gaskets and throttle body gasket. So you can see this one developed a leak where this bracket is. The zip tie, as you see, was around it, but somewhere right in here it cracked. Not only that, they rot out, as you see. It's supposed to be a double O-ring here, and both O-rings rotted out on both pipes. So went ahead, I carry the pipes as well, because you never know. I knew, well, this stuff is guaranteed for life, so you buy it once and then you don't have to buy it again. So I'll send back all the old parts. We're just getting this stuff zip tied back up like it was factory. These are for the knock sensors for the motor. So that's a knock sensor, and then that's a knock sensor back there. Starter, as you see, is underneath here as well. So we got the new pipes installed. I got them bolted down, and now I'm going to start cleaning everything up to get the intake put back on. So nothing really drops down in here. You want to make sure that that returns nice and easy. Make sure your O-ring is pliable. So you can see the double tube. So this one vents to this outside. You just need to make sure that that is open and not plugged. So here's the whole CCV system that we're gonna go ahead and take it out. Gonna replace it. So oil separator. These will give you lane bank 1, lane bank 2 codes. Seems like everything pretty much does. So we got to recreate this thing. probably change this out as well, because I have a new one of these. For the IAC. Like that. So this one's our oil. For our oil dipstick. Like this. And then this one sits on top. Like this. And I got new O-rings for this as well. I don't think that was supposed to come out. There we go, this one right here. There we go. New intake gaskets. And then a throttle body gasket, which I believe that's what this is. The ridge goes in. There we go. And we are all set. Get all this stuff thrown away, and we'll be back. All right, so got the intake set back in here. Make sure you plug in the vacuum line and the solenoid back here. So make sure you plug that in. Got to make sure that our fuel line is still accessible back here. So I'm going to just bring it forward for now. That is our fuel line. Keep cutting my hand on a bunch of sharp stuff. Trying to make sure everything is laying in the correct spot. God, those injector gullies are in bad shape. Oh, we're not doing too bad. Mass air meter. IAC, DISA valve, throttle body's right here. We're not doing half bad. Let's get the intake bolted down. There it is. So I'm going to start from the center. $13, $12, we are getting there slowly. So I'm going to glue it back in and let it dry. Since it's vacuum, I really want it sealed, or I'd glue it back in. So this till we can get another one ordered up. That's gonna have to do for now. And these O-rings are gonna sit down in there. That's going to go in there. That's going to pop in there. We are getting closer. All right. So I went ahead and got the throttle body put on. The IAC is put on. The harness brace is installed. Fuel injectors put on. The harness for the fuel injection all clipped in. Sensor plugged in. Sensors plugged in. So now, next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and install the boot with the mass air meter, and then we can install the DISA valve. So with this, position the clamps so that you can get to them, but I position them on the right, because once this is down in here, it's very tough to get to it. Once that is in position, we can go ahead and get this one in position. we can get our vacuum lines plugged in. And then mass air meter can plug in. And now I can go ahead and install the disavow, the two codes that was truly causing me some nightmares on this car. And it turned out that it would still come back every now and then. Oh, I need to do the dipstick. Man, I forgot about that dipstick. Might have to split just the upper boot. Up here, so I wasn't seeing it with the O-ring, and I forgot about it. That should be the O-ring. This O-ring still feels okay, but I'm changing it out anyway, just to be safe. All right, so it should be good enough to start, and I hope I've got this stuff on the right side. Got a check engine light. All that crud down the intake manifold. running smooth. Reset all the values. I have to use a more advanced scanner than you guys are used to me using, just because of the repair I'm doing. Now this still is in a $6,000–$7,000 scanner. This is a $400 scanner. Just easier to use the registration. Let's see, WBAA. WBAA. Submit. OEM diagnostics. I'm going to clear the code and then I'm going to go look at data just to make sure my short-term fuel trims are within spec. Misfire cylinder number 2. Erase. It did come back on. Scan again. Okay, nothing there. Let's go to live data. Short-term fuel trims. Let's see where we're at. Short-term fuel trims. We're looking pretty good. When they start getting 15–20%, that's when you're worried. Right now we're 6.3, as close to 0 as possible is what you want. But I haven't reset the data on this, so it's all got to relearn. Revved up, it's pulling out fuel. So that's telling me that there's no air leak coming from anywhere, which is a good thing. That's what I was worried about. Now we just need to let this thing run. Make sure that all the lines seal up properly. One line right here that's concerning to me. We are running pretty good. Running nice and smooth is all I can ask for. Data's looking good. Fuel trims are all normal. 154 on the coolant. This thing's due for an oil change too. I don't smell any fuel, but we're gonna go ahead and look, make sure the injectors are sealed up, make sure we got no fuel coming out anywhere. I can hear the IAC motor working. I should do a relearn. Because I'm sure we had vacuum leaks before. Yeah, see, all our fuel's coming way down now. It's making the corrections. Turn the heater on. That's how I noticed I had a coolant leak, is my heater wasn't working properly. I'd have to rev it up to get the heater working, which is telling me there's air in the system. No check engine light, which is good. That misfire was the fuel rails were empty and a lot of dirt probably into the cylinders. We just have the meter on and no air box right now. Nothing is dripping, which is a good sign. Got to put that under tray back up too. But there we go. Just wanted to share this big repair with you guys. Normally I would be doing RC today, but had to get my car fixed. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, turn on the air now, because it's a little warm. Short-term fuel trims are perfect, under 10%, under 10% on long-term. So that's telling me I don't have any intake leaks or vacuum leaks, that everything is working perfectly. When this hits 24% on short term, that's when you'll get a warning light saying lean bank 1, lean bank 2. And we have short-term fuel trim bank 1, short-term fuel trim bank 2. All we're looking for is short-term, because that's what's going on now. Long-term is what was happening before, and as you see, it's already making a correction because we fixed some vacuum leaks and it's bringing the percentage down. Because some of those PVC recirculation stuff I replaced out, it was just time. It was cracked. They were starting to leak. Running real good right now. And no warning lights. I am going to relearn the idle and the throttle body. But that's something that you guys don't need to see. This Innova, this is a scanner from O'Reilly's. They work really good when it comes to European and domestic. You're able to do everything that a professional scan tool can do. You can relearn throttle body, you can relearn lights, you can program keys, you can do all sorts of stuff with this $400 scanner. And it's a little slow, a little on the slower side, but you know, for a $400 scanner, this thing works amazing. So this is the SDS 550 is what this is. It's not the top of the line, but I wanted to be able to do ABS, airbags, reprogramming, idle relearns, that kind of stuff, and you need a scanner, and I don't always want to carry around a $6,000 snap-on scanner with me. It's just not worth it for what I'm doing on my older cars. So, and this works up until, you know, current models. I think this goes to 2023 right now. No, 2022. It'll scan 2023 and 2024, but you're limited. They're always 2 years behind. So, and they're updatable, which is really good. And if there's ever a problem with it, you just go back to O'Reilly's. This thing is running amazing now. We're up to operating temperature, and I'm just going to let it cycle and make sure that nothing leaks. Yep, we already have pressure, which is good. And I'm just going to let it run, and then I'll put the rest of the cowling back together. I still got this side piece to put back in, just little things to tidy up, but for the most part this job is done. But there we go. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching.